Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia, and we have a bit of a box office update for Thor Love and Thunder. Well, with Marvel movies, big box office numbers are something that fans definitely expect, and it appears Thor Love and Thunder is not disappointing anybody. Now, many people often talk about the potential for superhero fatigue and these movies simply not doing as well as they did in the past, but it appears based on this opening weekend for Thor Love and Thunder, we haven't hit that spot yet. Now, this report comes from Deadline, and obviously is going to evolve a little bit over the next couple of days as we get more and more data, but it appears Thor is a certified hit. Domestically, it's right at about $143 million, which is an impressive opening weekend. But internationally, it actually brought in another $159 million, taking it already to $302 million. This is the third highest weekend opener for any Hollywood movie during the pandemic and is only been outdone by Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, so this is a pretty big deal for Marvel Studios. Additionally, this particular Thor movie is the 11th best MCU debut of all time, but more importantly, it's 19% ahead of its previous installment, Thor Ragnarok. Internationally, it's the 9th best and actually beat Ragnarok by almost 30%. So across the board, this is a pretty big win for Marvel Studios and indicates a growing franchise, not a slipping franchise. Now, one of the more important details of this report, though, is it opened in over 40 international markets. So I don't think we're going to see any other major jumps in growth through the film, but we should see some steady growth around the world. The film itself, I definitely expect to break the $700, $800, or maybe even $900 million marks, but quite honestly, I don't think Thor Love and Thunder will cross the $1 billion threshold. Doctor Strange is held up just a little bit short of that right now, and I don't expect this movie to outperform Multiverse of Madness. Now, overall, I'm sure Marvel is really happy about these results. This is exactly what they wanted. Obviously, they would always want a little bit of a bigger payday, but $302 million worldwide to open is really good. It's outperforming the previous movie by a sizable amount, and it does indicate nice growth in the franchise overall. Now, we're going to have to wait and see where the movie ultimately comes in all the markets. I imagine in 3 or 4 more weeks, we'll have an idea of where this film is going to stabilize at and give us some idea what the final result will be. Keep in mind, the movie had a $250 million budget, meaning until it hits the $500 million mark, it's technically still in the red ink. Studios typically get about half of the box office results. It varies a little bit, but that should give you an idea of where the success line is for this feature. Now, obviously, we're going to keep following Thor Love and Thunder over the next couple of weeks. We've got quite a few videos prepped up on not only Lady Sif, but that post-credit scene and the new character that entered the MCU, as well as his comic book history. So make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. But until we know more, what do you guys think? Are you surprised Thor did over $300 million in its opening weekend worldwide? And do you feel like this release once again seemed to challenge the idea that superhero fatigue has set in? Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. Peace.